In this video, we are going to learn about how to import the data from CSV file to the database. So it's the first very basic kind of uh, uh, the transformations that we are going to do, and we'll learn about that how the component will be configured to be used. So first of all, we need to add an SSIS package that you can use new SSIS package, and we can give the name of that. So you can rename it. I have read it and the name of the CSV2 database. Once click on that package, you will come on the control flow. So here what we need to do, only we are going to read the data from flat file to load into database. So we need to add one data flow task, and we'll rename so it's give a meaningful name, so it will be easier to identify that what is the purpose of this data flow task. Now we have created one flow. This name is the members. So it's very easy to create. You can open any notepad and you can add the details columns, and then you can add the value similar to this one, and you can open with the notepad. So you can create your own CSV file. Just add the name and heading of the columns, and with separate with the comma, and add the value of that and separate with the comma. And while saving that, use the save as all and give the name as per your wish, CSV, and save it. Once you save, it will convert it in this way. The logo has been changed because the CSV file can be easily opened in the Excel. So once click on that, it will be open in Excel in this row and column form. Alright, so in this way we can define your own CSV file. Once CSV is done, then what you need to do, our source data is ready. So at this point we need to first of all create a connection manager. So we'll right click on that, and this is the new flat file connection. So I click on that. The members, and browse and locate the file where it is available. So if you go there and you find that there is SSIS, and then you will find that there is a file is available here. So what you need to do is just select the file and click OK. Once you click on the open, it will open, and these are the predefined settings, so we are not going to change anything. Let it be as it is. Just click on the, you have the first column that contains the heading, so you need to select this. Then you come on the column and you need to browse it, select it, and you need to browse it, and you need to select CSV file. So select on that CSV file, then you open, and then you'll find that the columns, this is the list of the columns that we have, and there are some other settings. So let it be as we are not going to change anything in here. Just click OK. Now the connection manager is ready. What I need to do, I need to use the one flat file source component. So I'll just click on there, edit, and you'll find that the member is already selected. Click on the preview. Alright, so you'll see that data. If you wanted to retain the null value of the source, you just click on there to retain the null value. Otherwise, just leave it. In the column list, you have a list of the column, whatever you wanted to pass to the another component. Just click OK. Now, to make it simple, what we are doing, we are not going to do any kind of transformation. We are just going to use the destination, and destination is the OLEDB. So now you just click here and connect to the, always use the green arrow tool if you wanted to connect with the when the case is success. So once it is executed, Now all these data that is extracted from here need to pass to the OLEDB destination so that it can be inserted in any table. So it's not configured, so we need to define this. So either way, you can select here and define a OLEDB connection, or you can directly come here, and once you edit, you'll find this connection is there. There is no any connection manager. It means you can define a new connection manager. Just click on the new. It's defined. So what you need to do is already defined. What you need to do to define an ASQ connection, click on the new. Once you click on the new, you need to pass the name of the server, the way of authentication. If it is set to the Windows, let it be Windows. Otherwise, you pass the SQL username and password, and then you can test. Once you pass the SQL name and password, then it will ask you to select the database. For example, this is now these are the list of the database available. So why I use the dot? Dot is especially used to connect the local server database, and /SQL is because there is a server installed as a named instance, and the name of the server is SQL. You can select and test. Test is succeeded. Once the test is succeeded, then you'll find that the connection is created here. These are the list of the connections defined on that. I click on the OK. So this connection is selected here. Now you have options. If you have an existing table where you can map this data, you can select from here. But if you see that there is no table that can hold this data, so we have option to create new table. Just click on the new. It will define a table based on your source component that is coming from. So name is coming, age is coming, gender is coming. So everything is defined in the highest level. You can reset, rename as per your requirement. For example, it should be members. Age is fine, name is fine. Age is not the variable. Ideally, it's the integer. So I'll set it to int. Gender is varchar, so I think we have only one character, so why should it be varchar? I'll set it to the char1. So you can redefine your object and you can click OK. Table is created. Now I'll go on the mapping. We'll find that the name to name, age to age, gender to gender is mapped because the name is same. Otherwise, you can select in this way. You click on there and you can select whatever the column that you wanted to map. The alternative way is that you can delete here. You can break an relation from here. Just select the one, drop it, and you can select the field available inputs with the available output. Name to name, age to age, gender to gender. So either way you can map. The main thing is that just you need to complete the map. Once mapping is done, just click on the OK. Now it's configured, but you'll see that the truncation can be out because the gender is the reading 50 character, but you are getting only 1. That's fine. We know that this will not come out the 50 because why it is happening, because once you define that, you'll find that the metadata is automatically defined as per your source data. That you can see by clicking on the data arrow and go on the metadata, you'll see that this is the metadata defined for. We have a couple of ways to define the metadata in your own way. So we'll keep it simple, and now your component, your package is ready to read the data from CSV and load into your target table. So what I need to do now, I need to execute this task. So you can click here on the data flow task and execute task. Task is executed. Now the whole row is loaded into destination table. Now we need to verify that there is the really loaded on the destination table. So just to verify, we need to connect to the SQL server, and then we'll see that the member table and confirm that the whether it contains data or not. connected. Once connected, we'll go there, and we need to expand the database from where we have created these tables. On the tables, this is the members table. Just right click here and select the data that you want to see. I'll see that our case in Delhi. It's working. Thanks for watching.